It's Sunday, April 27th, 2014, and this is a project update for the work that Bennett Landscaping is doing at our property at 2221 Nelson Avenue, Unit A in Redondo Beach, California. And as you can see, they've done a very nice garden wall. Did a really good job on it. There's a few things that need to be fixed on it, which we'll go over in a while, but the wall turned out very nicely. And we're working on the flagstone. It's Mount Moriah flagstone, and it too is coming along well. And most of the flagstone is almost laid, and then they'll have to start the grouting, and we'll have some comments and discussion on the grouting to make sure that gets done the way we like it. And then this is the fire pit with the cover still on it. I put the cover on it Friday night because it started to rain pretty hard, and the burners pointing up were getting wet. I didn't want that to happen all night long, so I covered it up. I'll pull the cover off in a while, and we'll take a look at the fire pit as well. So we've got some things that need to be cleaned up and corrected. Hopefully that won't be much of a problem, and otherwise the project's coming along real great. It looks really nice. Just need to get some things fixed and continue on the project. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the garden wall and point out some things that need to be rectified. Like I said, the construction is done, but there were a few mistakes and some staining that needs to take place. So first and foremost, we'll take a look at the end cap where the wall ends, and that's the entire height of the wall right there. And as you can see, they cut off that block right there to try to get the edges to line up, but obviously it will look a lot better if they just leave the natural stone there so that you don't see the cut mark and the totally different texture from the block as a result of the cut. So most of that could be repaired and rectified on both sides, because they did the exact same thing on the other side as well. In terms of the caps, this cap right here, the second one from the end, is severely discolored and scratched. Not sure what happened to that one, but we're gonna have to take a look at doing something with that. The next two caps look good. The next one is okay. It's got some scratches in there as if materials were set on top of it, or tools or something. The next few are okay. As we come around the corner there, looks like there's a stain on that piece right there when they cut to fit. It's really discolored, like it was set in some type of material. And then right after you round the corner here, that second block is just cap is just a total mess, like paint or something ran all on it. So that's a mess. It's spilt onto the next block, like it's splattered or something like that. And then we'll just move down the line. There's some more scratches right there on the block. Not too bad. That one's got some severe scratches in there, like they just weren't careful when they were moving these things. There's just miscellaneous scratches on all of them from, frankly, just kind of careless handling, which is unfortunate, because a little more time and would have had to face that. And you can see on that block there, it actually looks like there's some cement buildup on it. Again, it looked like it was set in something that's going to have to be rectified And then again at the corner there, I don't know what happens to these corner pieces, but they're a real mess. These two, the corner piece and the other block, have severe stain or something on it. Not sure what it is. The next couple look good. The next one is severely discolored. Again, it looks like some type of chemical or something, or solvent or something got into that one. Then the next two just have some good scratches. This one in particular is really scratched. Obviously it's being used as a staging area, since this is where the gate is open and all the materials are being dropped off, so things are being set up there like flagstone and stuff. And then the second to the last one again has some severe discoloration, like some type of chemicals or something were put on there. So we're going to have to deal with all these caps here, because that did not turn out as expected. The guys did a really good, thorough job otherwise, laying the block wall, putting the block wall down to 20 inches. Really good workmanship, I'd say. Just kind of a little sloppy and not taking time to be careful with the materials is going to necessitate some of these caps and stuff being cleaned up and fixed. And then I'll end by showing the other side by the fence opening. The same thing, where they took the saw blade and they cut the brick to get it to line up instead of just leaving it naturally. And where they saw cut there, it just doesn't look right. The natural brick needs to be there and it'll look much better. So for now, that's an update on the garden wall. Okay, now I'm going to discuss the flagstone, and first and foremost, and very urgently, they are ready to grout. And they actually started on Friday, and I stopped them after they had already put some grout on the stairs, because I want to talk about the actual grout material, because the grout lines are so wide in order to ensure that cracks are prevented from occurring. What's required is a higher sand mixture, and we've got some very, very wide openings in the flagstone, so we'll want to make sure that we put sufficient amount of sand in there along with the cement to ensure that it's most durable and holds up. So we need to stop right now before we put any grout and have a discussion about that and agree to the content. In addition, we want to talk about the grout color. It started to put just cement color in there. Unfortunately, I was able to stop them before they got too far, and I'd like to get a different color grout. I think a tan or a beige grout would probably be what we'd like here. And the gentleman who's laying the flagstone said that would be a problem. So we want to agree on the color for the grout, and we want to ensure that before we put any grout down, that we agree on the proper way to prepare the grout. Again, given the wide grout lines, which is very important. You can see there's some fairly wide grout lines. There's a big opening there, well over an inch. Just all different variations of grout line sizes, and that was done in order to retain the natural, beautiful shape of the flagstone. But it does require some special considerations when it comes to the grout. There's another big line right there. Again, that's a good inch or so as well, and that's pretty prevalent throughout the whole project. Again, there's another one, and that will easily crack once those items start to shift. So if we're going to do it, let's do it right. And similarly, right up against the fire pit there, a pretty sizable opening as well. So they're still finishing up the flagstone there. It's just about done. Everything's staged and plenty of materials But as they start to grout, let's just make sure that we figure out the right way to do that to ensure long-term stability of it and lack of cracking. It's going to be beautiful when it's done. Just gotta do it right, take our time, and make sure that everything's going the way we want it to.